Billy, it's Michael and Don. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. Great to hear from you.
This show is so personal to you because it's 700 Sundays in your life that you spent with your dad, and it comes across. It must have been heart-wrenching to perform some of those scenes every single day on Broadway.
It was, and it was the greatest experience of my life to do this and to recreate these moments of losing him, and it's the ultimate fallout of a bomb hitting you like that out of the blue. I was 15 years old. A funny kid who didn't, felt like his life was torn apart. And to recreate those moments again all these years later was a daunting task, but something I really loved doing every night because it just cleansed me. It helped me every night. And we had a screening of the show, which debuts tomorrow night, last night for the 300 people on a big screen, and it's the first time that I got to actually see the show with an audience. I'm always doing the show for them, and it's beautifully filmed, directed by Des McAnuff, and it has even more impact because the way it was shot, it's the best seat in the theater. You're right up close to me, and the nuances of it. Actually, I have to say I was very moved several times, and I am the guy. So I always looked forward to those moments that were challenging to me as an actor.
Does it translate well to film?
And this is the reaction from everybody last night, and there were some really top-notch filmmakers and television people and actors who I love who said this is the best version of the show, and they've seen it 2 or 3 times.
Wow.
And for me, looking at it, I'd have to say it is because it's that intimate. And for those who have seen the show...
That's either a very long pause or we lost Billy.
Now, I think we did.
Yeah.
Now, you haven't seen the television version.
I have not seen the version.
Now, is this just taken from video?
They filmed the show on Broadway. And he said it came out unbelievable. Sometimes you see concerts on film, and you were at the concert and you see it on film, it's not the same. He said it's unbelievable. So I can't wait to see it. And they gave us a DVD copy, which is kind of cool.
I'm looking forward to. I'll probably watch it this weekend if I can.
Now, you're not a crier.
Oh, I get emotional.
But we both lost our dad.
Right.
And that's what happens to Billy in this show. You'll cry. So make sure Nancy's not around.
No, that's okay. I mean, if you can't be emotional in front of your wife, who can you be emotional?
Yeah, but you're a rock.
Well, when Colonel Henry Blake died in MASH, I cried when I first saw it.
When Edith Bunker died, I cried.
Yeah. So there's plenty of times where you get emotional. A lot of times with MASH, when Radar left, he left the teddy bear on Hawkeye's bunk. I felt it. Oh, yeah.
So Colonel Blake made you cry.
And we both felt it coming back from Puerto Rico from that Notebook movie, remember?
Oh, my goodness.
That was bad. That was embarrassing.
An entire plane crying. I was walking back to Don and Joey, and people are crying, like bitter crocodile tears. It was not what you want to see on a flight.
I think it was the emotion of just being on the plane, a long trip, because I've seen the movie again, and it had not recreated the same kind of reaction. So it just must have been a magical night of being on the plane. I don't know what it was.
Billy Crystal is back with us now here on the Michael K. Show, ESPN
Boy, I
New York.
tell you, Michael, these Red Sox fans will do anything.
It's amazing. They'll undercut anything. It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
All right, so tomorrow on HBO is the debut, and it's 9 p.m.
Yes.
So, again, worth watching. You're going to love it. And I'm not saying that because Billy's on the phone. I thought it was so moving and so well done. So I'm glad that now it's part of forever, because when it's on Broadway, Billy, it's not part of forever.
No, we see, I see, and it's a big Broadway house, 1,500 people a night. So now we're gonna hit millions and millions of people, and it'll be there forever. And personally for me, for my kids and my grandkids, I have a permanent record of who I was and who the family was before them. That's a wonderful feeling.
Now, Michael was just telling me how emotional it was on Broadway, and I'm sure you get caught up in the emotions of the crowd. So if there's a given night, Billy, where maybe just for whatever reason the crowd doesn't feel that emotion, is it very difficult for you then to jigger it back up again?
Oh, yeah, because, it's not like this is a play. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I can wander off and, and go, what's with you people? You know what I mean? And it's always a wonder to me how you can have 1,500 dull people all at once. Do they call each other before? Do they say, let's meet? Okay, we're not going to respond. Right, everybody? Okay, let's go. It's a phenomenon to me as a comedian how you can hit an oil slick like that with a crowd. It's crazy. So, yeah, it just makes you dig into your listen, I've been doing this a long time, I sort of know how to get back on track. But sometimes it's you just want to wonder what's going on out there.
What do you think about your Yankees so far?
Well, first of all, they're our Yankees.
Okay.
I'm thrilled with what's happened so far. I'm very excited about the pitching in particular, and I love that CeCe looked great last night. And Pineda and Tanaka the other day were astounding. Nova looks great. Kuroda's solid. The pitching is great, and and everyone seems to be hitting. I love this young Mr. Solarte. I love his hustle, his desire. I love his joy. The triple play is the last thing I saw before I left to the screening last night, and that was great. And they're looking really good, and Ellsbury's been fantastic, and Beltran, it's a very interesting thing. And the other thing I get away with from this, and I did last year too, Michael, was how good Joe Girardi is at working with these groups of players that you're really not familiar with. I mean, last year there were some infields that I went, who are these guys? But yet they still won 85 games, and I think he's just been fantastic also to watch this group get off to a great start.